Hey, what's up guys, it's Tim and welcome to my bank video. What you're about to see is the biggest amount of money I've ever reached in old school RuneScape. The majority of what's in my bank has been harnessed through staking, where I've done a total of over 20,000 duels. So I thought it would only be fitting to show my respects by opening one of these chests right here in the desert. Are you ready? Let's right click and I'm gonna put all of this gear in the bank as well so you guys can see how clean it'll look. You'll understand once I open up the first tab. Let me show you. Oh, there it is. Let's put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Okay, it's in. Max cash and 100 billion platinum tokens. That's 100 mil platinum tokens. Each token is worth 1,000 GP. As shown here. Let me rephrase that. This is 100 million platinum tokens, which is equivalent to 100 billion GP. I've always joked with you guys about the 100 billion dream. I never thought I'd actually reach it. But here we are, man. I still can't believe it looking at the bank video with you guys right now. Let's see, how much exactly do we have? Currently 802 platinum tokens over 100 bill. Besides the cash though, that's obviously the main star of the show here. We have all of these items. This, what you see here, is probably the juiciest part of my bank, for sure. I actually won about 10 bill over the 100 bill dream, and I put that into these extra items that you see here. 10 stack of Ancestral, Armadillo, Bandos, 72 Serpentine Helms, 10 Third Age Melee sets. I think the Third Age Melee is probably my favorite set to wear. I also like the Third Age Mage. The Third Age Range is cool, but I don't really wear it that much. Justicar. Never use that shit, but it's there. One of my surviving plantations, the Primordial Boots, also known as Jordans. Man, I can't tell you guys how much I miss staking items. Ever since they've implemented the tax update, you can no longer stake items if you guys didn't know. You're limited to staking coins or platinum tokens. 2 scythes here, 2 twisted bows, 2 sets of Third Age, including the longsword, pickaxe, and axe. 2 rapiers. I would have 2 Avernic defenders, but I don't have an extra dragon defender, which is what you need to attach the hilt to. So I've only got 1 of those bad boys. Before we fully scroll down here, we have 3 infernal capes. I was actually one of the first 100 people in old school RuneScape to achieve this. After many attempts, too many to even mention. What I want to tell you guys though is never give up, even when you're doubted by others. Tim, why do you have 250 AGSs? I don't exactly know. I thought I'd buy a bunch of them because I felt they're too cheap, man. They're like 15 mil. Let's price check one. What? 14.3 million? I'm losing money. That's okay. We'll keep these. It's not like I bought them as an investment. 20 SGSs, these are about 40 mil each. 30 BGSs, I think those are about 10 mil each. 70 ZGSs is about 5 mil each. And 20 Dragon Claws, you gotta love those, as Willis does. Willis!
Oh, hello. Doing a bank video, huh, Tim?
Sure am. I think that's about it for the juiciest part of the bank. Let's scroll down. Put it right about here. My collection of Darok that PK'd, all of these broken sets have been PK'd. I have a goal of 1,000, which I haven't been working on too much lately, but I have not forgotten about it, guys. I do want to accomplish that. And when I do hit 1,000, I might fix them all and do the 1,000 Darok set challenge, where I PK with only the 1,000 sets and see how many I can PK by the time I've ran out of them. If you remember, many years ago I did the 100 Darok set challenge, and I would like to top that on old school. Stocked up heavily on the Barrows gloves, over 1,000 there, 400 D boots. Those pair up nicely with the Darok. I have a ton of bolts as well. These Dragonstone bolts, I usually run with these in the Rev Caves when I'm PKing with the tribe. Also have a bunch of magic short bows imbued, amethyst arrows, diamond bolts E, which I don't really use that often, and then the Dragonstone Dragon bolts E, which I also don't use very often. These are Ami of the Dams. I use those with my Darok sets, some Furies, Torture Amis, Crystal Shields, which I like to use in the Rev Caves as well. This is basically my return set area. I've got the Travel Mask, the D-Hide, a bunch of Tuareg legs that I've invested in so I can be a little bit tankier leading you guys. rune sets, G-Malls, some Fremi helmets, obsidian shields. These are really cool shields, man. I used to PK with these back in the day all the time with my Darok. 1 million Zolrus scales. Let's scroll down. Oh, this looks pretty good as well. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I've got a collection of many rings.
My precious.
And emblems. 5 tier 10s currently. I'd have more, but I've exchanged a lot of them for points. 140 whips. 140 Kraken tentacles. I probably dropped like 2,000 whips in the streams for you guys in the past year. So with that said, I'd probably have a lot more. You little stinkers! These are all imbued, by the way. This top line and then down below are the unimbued versions. I've got so many Nightmare Zone points for the sole reason of imbuing a lot of Zerkarings to risk PKing for those extra high hits. In the name of entertainment, I have about 30 million Nightmare Zone points left, by the way, with everything that's imbued. Some Barrows, 45 D-Bows, 120k Dragon Arrows, which are used alongside the Dark Bow and the Twisted Bow. Some extra shields, a Dins, Dragon Fire Ward. You guys can see it, man. It starts getting a little unorganized, but I try to clean it up to the best of my ability down here. It's kind of like... It hurts my eyes a little bit, but it's okay. It's as clean as we can make it. Some Infinity. Infinity is sick. I kind of miss the days where the Infinity boots were worn. They've been replaced with the Skechers up here. Eternal boots. It is what it is, though. Okay, next up. The Runes tab. Just take a look at it, boys. Just take a look at it. With the limit in the GE being so low for runes, it was very hard for me to amass all of these. It took a long time. I have over 10 million in all elemental runes. 2 mil blood runes, 2.3 mil deaths, 2.6 mil astrals. I'm trying to get at least double of the deaths for vengeance. Ton of tabs, 1 million natures almost. Have a couple eternal glories here. Down here, let's just not look at that part. Look up here! Okay, that's the rune tab. Next up, pots. It was always my dream to have enough potions where I could go to the bank and not really worry about running out. And I think we've accomplished that, guys. I'm actually curious to see how much all of these potions are worth. Let's pull out some of it quickly. I'm just going to pull out the 4 doses. I know I have a lot of 3 dosers here and there. Place your guesses. How much is it? Well, I guess it's over max cash. Well, now I'm curious how much the runes are, man. Let's see. I'll pull this out quickly. I don't know, so you guys are going to see alongside me. How much do you think this is worth? I think it might be over max cash. Let's put it in slowly. Actually, take these out. Let's do the elemental runes first, which aren't that much. See, they're about 5 each. So about 250 mil in the elemental runes. And then we add the high rolling runes. Bloods. Okay, let's just put it all in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm freaking rich. It still hasn't hit me, boys. Moving on to the rares tab. Almost 10,000 party sets. Actually, more than 10,000 if we include the pack sets here. About 3k Halloween sets, 3.4k with the pack sets, 8k Santas, you guys can see. Here's my pets, by the way. Baby Samson, the Zammy pet. This was my first pet in Old School that I believe. Baby Wilson is following me in-game right now. Baby Pigeon, the fishing pet. Baby Jad, the Jad pet. Baby Ernest, and then Baby Dusty. Named after the Dusty Divot, or the Dusty Depot, before it was destroyed. And then if we scroll down, it's just some extra stuff here and there, nothing too fancy. This is kind of my tools tab, and the main star of the show is, as you guessed it, the 100 million feathers. I won these staking when you could stake items. Very proud of that one. Took a few stakes to actually get them. Next up, in a recent vid, I invested a ton into Superior Dragon Bones. I believe this is enough for about 100 mil XP. I need maybe 150k more according to my calculations for 200 mil prayer XP, which I believe I will go for after I max out my account. If you're curious what my stats are looking like, here they are. I've been working on mining and agility. I don't think I mentioned how many agility tickets do I have. Oh, here they are. 3,800, so that should be a lot of agility levels. put me maybe at 85 if I was to guess. I know everyone's looking at my fire making. It's low, I know. I could go to the GE, light a few logs, and voila, I'd be 60. It's not that I hate fire making, it's just the way that I've gone about skilling on Old School Runescape is kind of like skill by skill. So that's why you see certain skills are banged out to 99. Those are the ones that I've actually worked towards. Fire making obviously will be very easy to get. I have thieving, agility, smithing, mining, rune crafting, construction, a very easy one as well. I got that on RS3, what is known as RS3 now. I'm going to max out my house. It'll be a fun time when we do those streams. Hunter used to be very low. It's now 69. We got that up for the diaries. But yeah, guys, believe it or not, Timmy Boy's doing some skilling. 457 million total XP. And 76 million of that is HP XP. I still have some magic stones for the construction video that I'm going to be making. And the arrows and bolts tab. You guys can see here, these things look like something else, but yeah, those are the dragon knives recently added into the game. The dragon throne axe is in there as well. I don't really use these that often on this account, more so on my Ellie Pier. Here's my skill cape tab. All the skill capes that I have are in this tab. I don't have a thing in the house yet. My corp tab, it's a little dry because I did sell this off quite a few times. My corp kill count is about 1,500, I believe, which is mostly from doing free-for-alls with you guys. It doesn't represent the time that we spent there because we could do a 3-hour event and I'd maybe get like 5 kills. So, like if I was investing my time in a team, duo, or even solos, I'd probably have way more than that. And lastly, here is my collection of the Revenant Lutations, one of my favorites for sure. I've been collecting this since the release of the Revenant Caves. Now, these scepters and chain maces and this crossbow, I did not get as drops or PK. I've actually bought all 3 of these from the GE, but everything else you see here was collected from either a Revenant drop or killing another player. If we pull the majority out, let's see how much this Rev tab is worth, not including these, of course. 515 mil, not bad. And for those that are curious how much the weapons are worth, 237 million. So overall, if you guys had to guess how much is the bank video, I'm using the original client so I don't have a price checker. If I had to guess, I'm going to title this bank video 150 billion plus. It might even be pushing 200 billion. I doubt it though. I don't think we have quite that much. If I look at some of the big items here, 16 Ellie's, one's going to you guys. 15 times 600, what is that? 9 billion, about 10 billion in Ellie's. We have, what are these Jordans? About 30 mil each. That's 4 bill. 2.5 bill in Twisted Bows, 3 bill in the Scythes here, so that's about 6 bill if we round up. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if we're almost at 200 bill. This is insane. If you guys want to guess or try and calculate the bank amount, I'm going to be doing a 1 through 28 goodie bag extravaganza, where we have 28 items in the inventory and the winner will get a chance at picking one of those items. You'll pick a number and it will represent the item that you've won. This goodie bag is going to be juicy. You want to know why? Because we've never had a bank as big as this. It'll look something like this. Okay, maybe not quite that juicy, but you guys get the idea. It'll have a lot of juiciness to it. We'll make it look something like this realistically. So good luck to everyone, and thank you for checking out my bank video, guys. To be eligible for this goodie bag, make sure you leave this episode a like. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and leave a comment with your guess as to how much the bank value is. Once again, thank you guys for tuning into this one. I'll see everyone in another video and on live stream at twitch.tv/SparcMac. Take care till next time, guys.